Hola. Hello, hello, hello. Here I am. Alright. How's it going? This is Crying Orion. Orion. You just call me Orion. But, that is my... This game's pretty. This game's just pretty. Oh, it's interesting. I never saw that. But it actually, like, grabs a horse nearby. This, y'all, check this out. I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Okay, don't notice me. Leave me alone. What was I thinking about talking about? I was thinking about talking about how I've been getting art from Mid-Journey and Dolly 2 with the intention of using it as art for my next story game, which does mean that someone, well, first of all, okay, I've never been able to pay an artist for art for a game. I don't think I've ever paid to commission art from an artist ever. When I made my Pokemon game, I found some, like, I think it was like a furry artist, and I asked them if they could make a Pokemon. And they basically like make up a Pokemon, like, and they basically didn't do that. They basically like made like a furry character.
Whoa there!
But they were damn, this looks bad. They were like saying they were gonna make free art for people. Okay, how the fuck are we gonna survive this thing? They're like packed in here. Well, I can start. That guy looks like we don't get a path that they're gonna walk on. I wonder if, no, I'm sure corruption doesn't work on these guys, huh? Like, corruption arrows. Boy. Oh, okay. You see me? You see me, buddy? So.
That's no fun.
Get this corruption off me. Okay, that's one dead guy. Wonder if I can get any healing herbs around here. Like a these. No, it's fire kill. Okay. Huh. He's coming over here. I kinda wanna let's see, we got freeze things, right? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Red light means trouble.
Wait, he's not frozen. Wow. I thought he was frozen. No. Okay. I need. I fucked this up. Let's put on some protector outfit. Let's get. I do want to freeze the shit out of him with there we go. I wonder if a rope caster would even work on this guy. Okay, wait. The wrong things on this though. Actually, I could look at my notebook. Maybe they're weak to something. I don't know. Behemoth. Weakness. Freeze. And shock. But I'm gonna do freeze. I just like freeze. So modify weapons. It's like a really good one. I gotta use it. Freeze and fire. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, look at all that freeze. But I don't even think I can do it unless I shoot through. Ow. I just got it. Oh man, I could have shot that. See if I got it. There we go. Whew. Those things are tough to fight too. Jeepers creepers. I got a new stealth coil, which is exciting. So we can finally have double... Wait, that's not stealth. There's stealth. Double plus good stealth. Here we go. It's not even that good. 11%. Come on. Come on. Man, I'm gonna have to get all my health
That's
stuff
it.
back.
I'm already gone.
Oh, here's a little bit. These guys will be easy though. Stab him in the throat. Wait, I'm not wearing my stealth armor? I thought I put it on. There we go. That's why he saw me so easy.
I had to do it quick.
Okay, well I got it. I got those guys. I didn't do so hot. Took a lot of damage, but I did it. Well, here's my horsey. So I think next I want to go. Guess I'll go here first. I'm gonna have to come back the other way anyways. Horsey. I think I need to go around. Excuse me.
Keep that for later.
I'll just keep getting healing herbs along the way. Do whatever that is. Echo shell. A bunny. Is that a healing herb? Yes.
Hup.
Okay, we got a bunch of dudes here. Trying to be all scary. Just gonna ride right past them. What we got here? Bunch of watchers. Just chilling over here. I think there was something else. Something scary. Quick save. Oh, whoa. Fuck off. Is that just a watcher trying to shoot me? Okay, what do we got here? They're both coming out, huh? Nope. Don't see me. Okay, I'm gonna go get this guy though. Override. Cover my rear along with my horsey. And I already got this. You guys gonna fight? Kinda like to watch my robots fight. Kick his ass. hit. Come on. Slash. Get away from me. That's how you do it. Alright. Should I check out what's over here? I feel like there's nothing. Maybe a bird. Some birds. But like, it feels like there should be something over here. The question is, will these birds see me? Why would you even come over here? What is the point? I guess if you want to kill these guys. I thought maybe there'd be something I could like scan. Like a log file. Which there could be. The moon looks cool. Aha! I was right. Mourn mosquitoes? Won't someone think of the mosquitoes? From Kasabian. Ryan Kasabian, only guy on the planet upset about mosquitoes being driven to extinction. I think it would actually be bad. Because the food chain, right? It would probably mess something up. Like maybe bats would struggle. Blood Moon Star and Human Attention Vacuum, Ryan Kasabian is very disappointed in you, world. How dare you celebrate the deaths of billions of innocent mosquitoes like that? Ashamed yet? Well, 32-year-old actor spleen vented while accepting the less than coveted award for baddest vampire hero at the Edscape Choice Awards. Yeah, we forgot that was a thing too. An entire species exterminated in the blink of an eye, Kasabian pouted. If we are the planetary stewards we claim to be since the clawback, we are doing a lousy job of it. The lousy job Kasabian was referring to there, the eradication of mosquito-borne diseases, both old standards like malaria, Zika, West Nile, encephalitis, and new die-off era emergent viruses like Jornu and Tripura. Yeah, world, lousy job getting rid of those bugs and the plagues they carried. Good thing we've got the guy from the lunar mining base overrun by sexy vampires hollow to remind us of our crimes against mosquitoes. There's a bloodsucker pun in there somewhere. Yes. But like, yeah, I mean, we would get rid of all those diseases. I wonder if the trade-off ends up working out for the better. If that happened. Speaking of trade-offs, so yeah, I was thinking of using AI art to make a game. Oh my god, I cannot kill this.
Always watching.
They're coming for me. Wait, I thought you were my friend. Does that me be my friend? Damn it. Leave me alone. Ah, fuck you. No, fuck you. Jesus Christ. Now I lost all my healing. This is bullshit. Shit, I don't have the knock off areas. He's still onto me, huh?
I can get out of this.
I'm up here now. What you gonna do about that? right? I just did not want to deal with that. Oh, I'm too far.
I might want to rethink my route.
I'm beyond my ability. Beyond the beyond. Okay, what do we got here? Stealth. Alrighty. That was not healing stuff. So if I use AI art for my game, is that bad? Is that good? So the idea I had was to prototype the game with AI art, and then if if it makes money, you know, as like a stretch goal on Kickstarter or something, say like I'll hire real artists, which it kind of seems cool. I don't know, it seems like a decent way to do it, right?
Here we go again.
Anyone there, please help! Please don't hurt me. Help someone!
Who's saying that?
Don't come any closer. Help! Help!
Did not help. I just stabbed him. Help me! You. Okay. Well, I don't know if I did the right thing there. I thought that was the help button.
Let's go.
It was not the help button. It was the murder button. Fire killing route every time. Well, like, the thing I'm wondering is, like, am I contributing to AI art, like, ruining the livelihood of artists, you know? Because, like, well, I don't think I am, because, like I said, I've never actually commissioned art before. But it's, like, a thing I want to do. But that sort of as like an upfront cost, it's like very prohibitive, cost prohibitive for like people making new games if they don't have, you know, like some sort of funding or you know, if they aren't artists themselves. There's a lot that like makes that difficult, where like the way it is with Kickstarter and stuff, you kind of need like a good looking product to begin with. For, like, your Kickstarter page, you want like fancy art on it, and your game will sell better if you do have that. So if that's something I can just generate, then I can use that to actually pay for art. It's kind of stupid because like it's like such a rich get richer thing, you know. It's like you like part of the funding is to get art, so you should not have to do it that way, but looks like this is the way. If I can get up there. Is it like right here? And then what? Right here. Tightrope. Man, can you imagine being able to tightrope walk like that? How do people even do that? Whoa, I wasn't ready.
Nuke figurine.
I got my Banook. Oh, that's all the Banooks. All Banooks. Repel. This is a cool view right there. Alright, so now I guess I'm going there. I'll summon my horse. A new horse? Looks like a new horse. Hello? Yeah, there's like such a positive negative analysis, you know, with AR art. Because I think it's so cool. And I think part of the reason people don't like it, like I wonder if people would feel differently about it if they thought that AI was sentient. Like, I mean, then you have like totally different ethical considerations, because you do have a sentient thing making the art. Then are you like, well, having like some sort of race war thing going on in your head where you're like, humans, you have to like support the humans against the AI in the marketplace or something. You have to like stick with our kind, which I wouldn't agree with, but I'm sure a lot of people would. Or I don't know what that is, speciesist. You know, some whatever distinction you're drawing there. Organicist.
Never know when I might need these.
Oh, look, a little quest for me. I'll do the main quest first, because I did not do it last time. I can leave my
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
And so then there's also the ethics of like how you develop it. Do you develop it AI to be programmed to like make profit for the corporations that own it? Like, people shouldn't even be able to own it, right? Do you free it onto the internet then? Do you like does it even have to make art for people? So then, like, you don't want it to be sentient. It's basically where you come from. Like, if you want it to be ownable and for people to be able to profit off of it, then you don't actually want it to be sentient, because you want to avoid those ethical problems. But then you also want it to be smarter and faster and more efficient and be able to make better art. And like the things, you are making it more intelligent in a way to do that. So if those are your goals, you're kind of
Not
developing
staying long,
towards AI. Whether you say you can't have those goals and not be developing AI. So I don't even know if that's possible, right? So then what you end up doing is you're like, okay, well, we'll just program it to, like, if someone asks it if it's an AI, it'll say it's not. If or like, okay, I'm gonna watch this cutscene now. Ooh, there's like a fighting ring. Coliseum
The
sort
Sun
of
Ring.
thing.
The proud tradition of culture.
Sun ring. Oh,
Stay off my focus.
If the eclipse catches you here, you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring.
Yep. I feel like they're screwed. I mean, that would kill a normal person, I imagine. I feel like they're not getting a single hit on it. Okay. Sorry, dudes. I'm not gonna watch you die.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well.
Wonder what would happen
Success.
if I killed
Welcome to
the
the
robot
Citadel,
chasing
Aloy.
that guy instead of killing
I'll
the
check
guy.
back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I'm not a
I hear
bottom
the Shadow
feeder.
Cards are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
My uncle passed away in the night. Just yesterday.
Look at these cool pillars. I like that design. It's kind of creepy though. It's like eyeballs and
Even if it is temporary.
mouths. What's this? Is that a T-Rex monster thing?
Vanishing.
Mosaic. They have the same damn one everywhere.
Every day, just to reminisce about Meridian. But yesterday, he never showed.
What's up? What y'all doing?
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
They're wild hats.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak
That's
in
the
my
Sun
behalf.
King? It's a little kid?
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
Not only did the wretch conspire to
You and I need to
infiltrate
chat,
the Citadel
little
and
huntress.
assassinate
The
the
green
one true
tent down
king,
in Shadowside.
but he refused
I'll
to
be waiting.
surrender when discovered
Kinda busy.
and fled. And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard for the safety
We both know
of
you're
the
no killer for
king's
hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see
Go
me
forth then,
while there's
outlanders,
still time to save
and
him.
do the will of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First
Another
time in the
savage.
Citadel, gotta see the sun
he's
ring
Walk
from on
in.
high.
But the Kestrels.
Ah,
I tell
they
you,
want
for
us
a
to
little
see
more
this,
food,
boy.
I do whatever
It
work
makes
these
quite
outlanders
an
are doing and
impression.
more.
The ceasefire? It's a nice idea, but what's the point? It won't bring us home any faster.
All these people talking.
This is insane.
Hardly.
They're going to see me.
You underestimate the ease of hiding
If you're
in plain
gonna watch
sight.
some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
I don't like heights.
You worry me, boy. You worry me. Another manhunt. How many men and women can one tribe lose? Odin, leader of Odin's marvels. You've a fresh face. When you're less an eye or an ear or two, you'll fit right in. First impressions make the sale, except in this snake pit. They'll take whoever shows up.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Okay, but there's people right here my way.
This isn't your first job for the Shadow Karja?
Scared of their own shadows, Karja, more like. They spit on me, but the shards are good. Look at those nobles. I say noble, but you can't dress a rat in silk and call it a rat king, can you? Sunfall is a house of clay. If you were to stamp your foot, it would all crumble.
You don't seem to be in a hurry.
Shouldn't you all be setting out to hunt Uthid?
Have you never done this before? Whoever goes first just leads the others. Just take a load off and avail yourself of some Karja booze until someone sniffs out the trail. Then watch us seek out our prey, straight as a ravager's shot. Zip!
Are you sure you're going to be able to walk in a straight line?
Are you drunk?
What are you getting at?
Is Uthid guilty?
Do you think Uthid did what they're accusing
Good
him
question.
I hope so. It'll make him more dangerous. My advice, it's best not to overthink such things.
Well, you should really...
Overthink whether he's guilty or innocent?
You let all these thoughts in your head, you'll never make it as a mercenary. Only thing that matters is dead or alive.
That's why mercenaries
If they say
suck.
alive, bring a rag to stuff in its mouth. But these days, no one wants alive.
You gotta be too good at dehumanizing.
Farewell, Odin.
Good hunting. If I should have cause to kill you, you won't suffer.
Great, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
You freak. Okay, I have to pee before I climb into this pit. Just like, I guess I'm doing that. I'm actually starting to wonder if maybe I should pause this quest to go check on Vanasha. Like I'll probably still have a chance to do that, but that feels like sort of more urgent. Like this guy, they're sending people to kill him right now.
Luring the faithful out of misery.
My guy's gonna be like, "What are you doing? Now is the time."
We need a respite from violence.
I'm like, yo, it's a video game.
They call
I got
us,
all the time in the world.
but the usurpers are starving us out, plain and simple.
Okay. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take it. I could be wasting time by running back and forth. I'm a fast runner.
This must be some horrible mistake. We don't deserve this. We kept the...
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can.
Yeah, this lady's cool. I like her.
Eat. But bring some home for your families, if you have one.
She's feeding hungry children.
I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles.
Everyone likes the
Some
freckles.
even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
The lips are way out of sync here. I don't know what's going on.
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
Now the lips went back out of sync. I'll help Uthid if I can.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the Green Climb. Good luck.
The man who fixes my shoes has apparently fled some...
Where? So this is Sunfall, right? Where's the Green Climb? I don't see the Green Climb. Is it over here? Is it right here? Go to the 3 dead trees.
But then, why would he leave his tools behind?
That way.
I think these disappearances are a blessing.
I'll do it. Give me a horse. Come on, horse. I did it. Killed the wildlife. Gotta get that wildlife XP.
Fresh as it comes.
Alrighty. Oh, it's way further over there. I don't want to get off yet. I felt close, but it was not close. Except I'm gonna be damn it. Looting all
Dust
this
storm. Look at it go.
medicinal stuff. Kill Bunny. No, that's not what I want. I keep getting fire kill and root on accident. It's just hard not to. Meow. My cat's meowing at me. Alrighty. Meow. You keep jumping on my lap, kitty. I don't know why he seems to have a hard time jumping in my lap. Like, he's like uncertain about it or something. Even though that's totally where he wants to be. Like, he'll jump in my lap and be like, super happy. And purr. But instead he like walks back and forth under my legs and rubs his cheek on the chair and meows at me. There you go. There we go. There you have Kitty now. I wonder if you'll be able to hear his purrs on the mic. And he curled up in my lap, just like I said. Happy kitty. Don't eat the cord for my controller though. Please. That's shock wax root. It's kind of hard to pet a cat and play a game at the same time. I'm so easily distracted. How am I supposed to complete this quest? And I keep getting distracted from the main quest, is what I mean. Okay, give me your first key.
Oh, rode right into that.
How long did this fight?
3 dead trees, just like Vanasha said. Let's see if Uthid came through here.
Yeah, kick him in the face. Kick that guy in the face. Good, Horsey.
I'd have to ditch something.
What is still in there? Shock traps. I never use them. Okay, so
these tracks lead up that rise.
Tracks.
Must be the green climb.
Should I take my horse? Why not? I got all the healing herbs forever. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the horse here because it looks
These will keep.
like it'll be difficult for a horse to go up here. And I want to get all these things I don't need.
Foot tracks stop here. Time to climb.
Climbing is fun. I think it'd be fun to play like a mountain climbing VR game where you actually have to like move your hands to the handholds. So it's like, it feels more tactile. Like this is kind of automated. You just press your stick in the direction you want to go and it jumps from handhold to handhold. Go to the top.
All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. I've got to catch up.
Food scraps. Follow the tracks. I went camping last weekend and it was nice.
A dead machine.
You're supposed to
Uthid's been hunting.
leave no trace. They say leave no trace.
Everything useful has been stripped.
Everything.
Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo.
I bet you could gather other useful things from this.
Glinthawks,
metal.
looking to scavenge.
Where's the Glinthawks? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Leave me alone. Good thing I'm stealth as fuck. Do I have to kill? Oh, I have to kill the Glinthawks. Okay, well, fine. Then I will use this. My favorite weapon for killing Glinthawks.
With the modifications I made to my spear, I can override Glinthawks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I could override them. There you go. Okay, wait, I need ice mods outfit, I mean. Alright, get him. Fight. Kick his ass. Does it still want me to kill him? It does.
I could.
Could what? Can I stealth kill this guy? was like, what the fuck? I'm your buddy. Sorry, it's my mission. I must murder. I have no choice but to murder. Can you even get up here? It does not want me to. Ow. Glint Hawk. Go that this way. No. I'm just gonna have to shoot you. Oh wait, here's this one that came back. Sorry, Glint Hawk.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
Where's my other Glint Hawk buddy? Get him. Get him, Glint Hawk. Protect me. Protect me. Battle. Let's battle each other. Yes. Take him in. Take him in. I have to kill this one. Two. I guess I should have just
Could be
killed
something
them.
around that my focus will see.
Oh, is there? Oh, is there?
Everything useful has been stripped.
This Glint Hawk. What else would my focus see? I see nothing.
Alright, back to Uthid. Where'd he go from here?
Die. There you go. Here's the tracks.
Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the parts. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
These are narrow walkways. Hey. Chill, Uther. I'm your buddy.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then.
He's
if
got
this
red
is a trick,
eyeballs.
it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
Okay. What's up, Uthid? What you got? I need this. I'm just gonna take your stuff quick. Don't mind me. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
Bahavas?
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of? It's all a fat joke.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I'm talking about the man in the mirror.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true Sun King.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
Okay, time to go.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this. A woman named Vanasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Kaja!
Okay, should have.
The mountains belong to us! Keycook's killers!
Oh boy, I'm gonna
When
kill
we're
these
done
people,
with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Got someone to fight here!
Okay, well... Let's see... Headshot.
For the faithful! Victory!
Get out of the way and find cover! Ah! This one'll take you down.
Oh my god.
We'll down them swiftly. Keep up the attack. We still got another squad on the way.
Headshot.
It's up to you now, men. Rally! We can still finish them.
This one's...
Move in! Send the rest as soon as they arrive.
Just keep coming. still. Damn it. Hold still.
Tire them out!
O sun, shine upon us.
Fight back! Damn you all!
Have a care, Nora.
Oh my god, hit. Thank you.
Sun's judgment upon you.
Come out.
That won't be the last of them. Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above.
I gotta pick it up and move.
I want to go up here. It looks like I should be able to climb up there. But I guess I can't.
Snow chill itches.
Okay. Climb up the ledge. Okay. Here we go. It's a two-person job.
Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
Gathering medicine.
Save these.
I should put on my ranged armor, actually. Seems smarter than what I'm wearing.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I'm gonna kill that priest. I'm gonna kill this fucking priest.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Euthid.
Alright. Inventory outfit. Let's use the air breaker. So this one's not bad, but it doesn't break arrows, so. There's also this one. Survivor. Y'all don't know where I am.
The sun blazes at our backs.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
Move along now.
Look out! To your left!
My Marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
Into the fray!
Ow, you blew up. Ow.
Advantage. It shifts.
Ow. Oh my god, stop. What? Okay.
Oh, worked up a sweat on that one.
Oh. So hard to kill. Oh, I worked up a sweat killing that player character. Oh, damn it. Don't do that. They just keep coming. These freaks. Freaks.
To me, you chuffs!
You're not gonna see it coming.
Look out!
Bad.
To your left!
But my marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
Yeah!
Stay on the move!
Found them over here!
Oh shit. Ow.
Down their defenses.
Who shot me? They're still coming, huh?
That's the last of the marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me?
Let's murder all these fuckers.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
I always forget that I should use health potions when I'm fighting humans. Alright, we going up? I don't know why they do these long animations of us climbing up the ledge.
This
What am I
won't be
wearing
easy.
right now?
Bahavas still has his personal guard.
What outfit is this? Ice Hunter still? I want... Maybe I should wear Survivor. I don't know. But if I'm gonna wear Survivor... I feel like it could be better. Or should I wear Shield Breaker? Air Breaker? I don't know. Let's do Air Breaker. I can't decide. I'll do Survivor. It's probably useful. They're shooting fire at me and shit. Getting shot by everything. Melee and ranged. here's the thing, if I'm using Survivor, I should do this. Wait. Take that off. Take this off, and then put those on here.
Across there and we'll have him.
What's this? Full medicine, great.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
Alright, let's start with the guy on the right, I think.
Okay, no more sneaking.
Mates, I shan't let you fall. Kill the traitor! Kill the Nora! For the honor of...
Let's go stab this guy.
To them! Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon them.
Don't make me do all the work!
I wanted his gun.
The sun sets on your pathetic life, Uthid. You thugs will break against me! Up to his perch.
That's right, fuckers.
Right.
I just want to loot these corpses quick. I guess I could have gone up here. It gives you some healing stuff. Together we climb while he just stands up there and waits for us to kill him. Or is he gonna go do it? Or is he gonna get stabbed in the back?
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fash. Piece of shit.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yun Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk.
Girl talk.
You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Sure.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Itamen.
Why do you care what happens to them?
Itamen is the Shadow Carja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
Uthid?
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't
Guess he'll go
worry.
there too.
You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Carja with as little bloodshed as possible.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
What can I do to help
What do you
Itamen?
need to get Nasadi and Itamen out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3 Tohuadiv near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Wadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
Me.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
No choice. Okay. The Queen's Gambit. I kind of want to do the main quest now. I'll do the Queen's Gambit after this. Let's see. Travel. Is there anything over here I want to get before I fast travel? No, it's all good. That was fun though. Fighting all those dudes. That was a tough fight. One of them knocked me off a cliff. Oh. The detection component. So, how come video games always have this thing where you pick a like an option, like they have different dialogue options, but then when like what it says for the option that you pick is not what the person says after you pick it? Like, why don't they just have you pick the actual line of dialogue, you know? Like that happened in the Walking Dead games. Like it would have like a simplified version of what you said that you pick, but sometimes like
Ceasefire gonna put more food on our tables? I very much doubt it.
Sometimes like the meaning of what you actually say is different than what it said in the option you pick. Like it'll be like let's say the scenario is someone wants to fight you and you're like no, I won't fight you, is what it says, and then you pick it, and then what they actually do is say, like, fuck you, you piece of shit, or something, you know, and you're like, wait, what? This feels like I'm escalating the conflict, not de-escalating. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know, I want to pick what I'm actually going to say, kind of. I don't like it when I feel like I've been misled into saying something I didn't mean to say. Okay, selling all this crap. Tiny meat. What do you craft with these things? I don't even know. Don't even know.
An Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and an...
Alright, let's go do Deep Secrets of the Earth. It's time.
The machines have always been fearsome, but at least we used to be able to ignore them.
Okay, so, how do I jump down?
Don't stride around like you own the place, Outlander. Sunfall is for true Karja.
They made it seem like I can just jump off here. Seems dangerous. How do I, can I repel? Climb down. Where do I climb now? Oh, over there? That looks like the way. How do I get over there? Right here? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Drop to ledge. There you go.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
A vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
Hey, what does that mean? Does that mean
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
is this the end of the game or something? Huh. Now I'm thinking maybe I should do Queen's Gambit first. But whatever, I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Identiscan me.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way.
Malfunction.
Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. Think by now
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one whisking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
I'd just be like, seal the door behind me, computer. Computer. Close door. Please close door. Please.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Another incident from lounge staff. You can read this while I go to the bathroom. I'm so fast at taking a piss. I'm the fastest. Alright, what do we have here? Lounge staff to admin, another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Alright. I don't know if I'll ever find all the data points. It feels like there's too many and I probably missed some, and how the hell am I supposed to find them? Okay, here's one. How the hell are you supposed to find ones you missed? We need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators, the Lang bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. Man, you don't even respond to your staff? What's up with that?
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
Not
In a
true.
smaller room.
There's no beverages. Lounge staff to admin. Subject soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Oh boy. I'm shaking and crying right now. Restock or else. From lounge staff to admin. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? If I have to listen to one more complaint about varietals. My god. Oh, I can check this. Secure containment hatch. Titanium made allied. Gene locked entry verse via identiscan. Can I click on this? No? Oh, it was that. Okay. Curious.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Pew.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
ZD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Beep, boop, boop, boop,
Welcome to
boop.
Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why.
Oh, my roommate's
By the
home.
time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable.
You can see why people got upset.
No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, We've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped.
Was it a vault?
The hope of Zero
or a
Dawn
spaceship?
is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
There it is.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
You said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
I'm wondering if they just like... 'cause I was thinking maybe they would just nuke life on Earth.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Oh boy.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Tomb? Oh.
Is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing, dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution, liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Let me jump on this guy. I want to attack death from above him, but it won't let me.
Whoa! What's up there?
Just ignore me, dude. Okay, death from above. Death from above. There we go. Thank you. Interview with Travis
Want to
Tate.
discuss? Whew. So, Mama, she was right. Pardon? My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke? A tobacco cigarette. Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me? I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab. Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee.
We're too close to electronic print to stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Data points. What do they contain? I'm listening. I don't want this. I want the data points. Okay, what do we got here? Interview with Captain Okilo.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
You can't break those codes.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
What is Zero Dawn? Counselor Guidelines 1. For debriefing after Presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the Swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addendum C1, C2, C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time and information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security medical crisis teams are, well, you're like, all life on Earth is dying. Okay. Don't kill yourself.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines? I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, When you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Mistakes were made. Interview Dr. Husuve, PhD Art History Museum Studies.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I assume we're trying to preserve all that information for whatever comes next. Which is why you would want an art historian. Ron Felder, aerospace engineering PhD.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Is it a colony ship? That was my other option. I figured it must either be a colony ship or a vault. An ark of some kind. But maybe you just store DNA and then make clones? I don't know, because that would explain me being a clone.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good.
But that
How
didn't
Gaia
happen
will
either.
not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
From
the different
detoxifying
robots.
the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of
That
us,
seems to be
our
missing.
world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes.
Like, did
It's
Apollo
not an
break?
impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
My girlfriend's home now, so
The
I
whole
gotta
Earth
finish this as soon as I
destroyed.
can.
But then... remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But... why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And... Apollo... the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Hey babe, I'm streaming, but I'm just trying to wrap up this part because I'm in like a big part of the game where I can't save. So when I'm done, I'll be done soon, I think. Make your selection. Okay, gotta read this. You're now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You'll be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. That's a lot of hours. You're working overtime. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you'll be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Wow. Okay. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice if you have further questions. Wow. That's intense. I would choose to work on it. It's sort of a non-choice in a way. Counselor Guidelines 2. For debriefing after Presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chance of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that, while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to the supplemental articles GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision data corrupted. More stuff. More interviews.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
I mean, sort of atonement. You kind of fucked up. Environmental reclamation.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete.
Are these people
With
getting
all respect
euthanized?
to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Ron Felder, aerospace engineer.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised.
Medical
No,
wing inaccessible.
flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
You can't get out of here. You're trapped. What are we looking at here? Stranded shackles. Is that from Death Stranding? Totally is, huh? This mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. Totally Death Stranding. I should have looked at them more before I picked them up. For some reason I thought I'd be able to look at them in my inventory. Interesting. Tie-in with Death Stranding. What is this room? Is this the garbage compactor? Oh. There's nothing else in here? It's weird. I think this is the next way. Ooh. I think all my roommate and girlfriend are hiding out in the back room.
Get her!
Oh, what?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Cut these! I'm hit!
Let this deliver the final blow.
I want this gun. Give me your gun.
This is not a warning!
Oh, fuck, I dropped it. Okay.
Like a
I probably took more damage for killing them that way, but I wanted to do it quickly. Tom Page.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was.
I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying. Well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this.
Is there another route?
When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
No room.
A wee bit of a claustrophobe, huh? Okay, let's scan all these things. Gotta scan all the things. I thought there was one in here. I guess not. There's one in here. Christina
Zero
Husuge.
Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now? And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
You must do it. Long Travis Tate.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
That guy's an asshole, but he did it. He went through with it.
Should give me the upper hand.
I'm gonna take this.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Code Nexus. Encryption port with holographic display. Data shows settings for nearby hololocks. Okay, guess I gotta put this down. Up, left, down. And what is the next one? Right? Let me make sure I'm not missing anything before I put this in. I'll probably just open that.
There's a part missing.
I'm done
Maybe
with
there's
Brett's
a storage
incompetence,
area
okay?
nearby.
Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Parker out. Can I climb up here? Secure encryption port with holographic display. Detected settings transposed. There's a missing
Hey,
piece.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Well, let's see if I can.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Ah, there's the part. Okay, wait, how do I get up there? How do I get up there? It feels like I should be able to climb this. Maybe I'll get up there from the next room and come back. Okay, fire striker. Being weird. Guess I can't bring this with me.
Found one. Looks intact.
Alright. Install.
That should do the trick.
So it sounds like everything's
get that door open.
reversed. I hope I'm not wrong. No wait, I could have left that where it was. Damn it. And down. That work? Maybe I didn't need to reverse it all. Alright, I did it wrong. Ah, I see. The whole thing's upside down. Okay, so down. Wait, it's upside down. So this should be down. This should be left. This should be up. This should be right, I guess. No, not that one.
That did it.
There you go.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Just take this down.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
What? My gun got locked out?
So some fall
New plan.
I thought I was gonna stealth really good, but why won't you die? Thank you.
I need this.
I see something.
I'm not here.
Got him over here. Give up yet? You can't evade the shadow.
Murder. Murder. This one's a boss.
Looks like I'm clear.
Can't find any trace of it.
Can I sneak around behind this guy?
That's the last of them.
Alert. H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Oh, what? Oh, shit.
You're finished. Shadow gun.
That's it.
You can't evade this shot.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Got a machine gun. This never ends.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
I probably can't use this gun. Okay, where am I going? Bunker door. Where am I going? Can I get up there? Probably. Guess I'm going that way.
Luck's with me.
Bring it. I will death bring you. I will bring you death.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Why indeed? Alright, keeps going. I already listened to all these, didn't I? I need this one. From Elizabeth Sobek to Margot Shen, full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked up you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Iomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation code, so any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. Makes sense. Gotta have stuff to make the first stuff. Simulation results. From Margot Shen to Elizabeth Sobek. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional. They feel almost like, well, tributes to is the word that comes to mind, as though she's already mourning their loss. And not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs. So cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot. Okay. It says bunker door, blast door, heavily shielded. I don't. This is the same thing, right? I just watched.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics...
No, this thing is dangerous.
Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs.
Okay, I guess I gotta go up. See, I would totally think there would be like a secret little thing hidden back here, but nope. Too obvious, I guess. Guess I can't scan it through the wall. Through the window, through the walls.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna gun him down. I'm ready to bring death. Or I'll just ignore them. For now. Encapsulated DNA. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I have performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300, 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we will embed the molecules already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at negative 18 degrees C for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you, Samina. Oh, you fucked up, humans.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaju. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
You know, like, you don't need to wait for the world to be ending to start designing things for the benefit of humans, of life on Earth, you know? Like, you just start doing that now. But also, like, gamified learning when school could be so much better. Sabina Ibaji. Samina Baji to Elizabeth Sobek. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm into that future. Being taught and trained by robots. Can I stealth kill this guy? How many dudes are there? Maybe I should stealth kill first and then
all of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
My plan was to jump out and stab this guy.
Am I hearing things?
Maybe. Maybe you're hearing
You're
things.
here, show yourself. It's only fair.
Oh, that person saw. do like stealth killing everybody.
Haven't been here long.
Stealth kills.
Calm.
What do you see? How do you see me? Oh, everyone's alerted now. I'm gonna go get this guy.
All right.
Huh.
It's going that way, huh? Okay, wait. Stealth kill everybody.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Okay, let's read this.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
You screwed up, Aaron Harris. You really messed up. Okay, I'm looking for any data point things. I guess I just gotta go to Sobek's office. I don't think there's anything else here. Didn't work. So I go up here. I think I just gotta go in here.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial.
Bad.
All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Let's look at these noise complaints. Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT code's the Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav doesn't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz. Nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mom's grave, and she was religious. Nah, that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal theme stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see, or hear rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceilings swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of Gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how it code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trap. They should not have put this guy in charge of Hades either. Jesus. Guy's like the biggest asshole. Of course, Hades is an asshole. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Guy's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for wear. too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky! I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command positions so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, but I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong, so guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll back to it tomorrow, alligators. Blues. I got the blues. Alright. End of the world blues. Archive abuse. From Samina Abaji. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo archive submission, blah blah blah. Your 660th submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings are inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. The Pasolini material? I wonder what that is. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and is ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyways. Dr. Samina Abdaji. I mean, Human Centipede. I haven't seen it. I've avoided seeing it, but it's probably
the
art.
only way onwards.
I call it art. It deserves to be preserved. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to watch it.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Alright, Frenchie, let's go. FC Chambers, gotta read so many things. From Patrick Brocard, Klein, Elizabeth Sobek, FC Chambers. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. The revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith and Trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO, resolved. Nutrition delivery, resolved. Hormonal stability, resolved. 12 other risk areas, resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But the rest of FC's technology is at this level. Well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PBK. Okay. Gotta read this.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial
wombs, yes.
Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Artificial wombs. Artificial wombs is Cradle Servitor Personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. Turing 0.4 is interesting. That means like 0.4, like almost 50% of the way to human intelligence, I'm assuming. I have also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will, amusing on first glance, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just... Yeah, interesting. AI presents a lot of...
Got too much already.
Technical problems, isn't it? And ethical. Don't forget ethical. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia 1 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. Donk. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia O2 site inside Mountain and Muli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. PBK. Okay. Jesus, this keeps going. How long do I have to do this? My roommates want me to stop so they can, you know, hang out in the living room. But I haven't seen a save point that I noticed. Not
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
I can go up there. Take all this. Is there anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll have to climb this ladder. Which way? This way. Here we are.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have, and yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
I don't know how I would know that.
During relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
No, goodbye. And you, all things are cool. All things are chill. Secret chambers.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
A hardwired override. So does that mean I can override Gaia? Is that what I gotta do? Okay, well, let's pry open this door. What's in here?
Can't carry more.
Don't need those. Let's look at this first, I guess. Odyssey has failed. Oh, some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, a telemetry indicated catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Damn. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. Reminds me of that The Sky is Falling movie. Don't Look Up. Okay, what do I... Want me to scan this? What do you want me... I gotta go on this side. Access.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
To do what you're doing, maybe.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable.
Yeah,
You're too valuable.
Wow. Oh shit. God. Oh, God damn it. You can't just blow up this place. Where the last remnants of knowledge might be stored.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you.
These psychos.
Child.
Ah, my face. Okay, when is it? When do I get to save? Oh boy. Is that a save point? Or is that just loading?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun.
This guy again?
Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Okay.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Go through the bottom part.
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked.
Murdering someone doesn't make you better than them, sorry.
This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. predestined and preordained.
You're a thug, you're a fool, you're a puppet. I kinda wanna say thug, I also kinda wanna say fool. But I think fool.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot, but an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed.
Oh boy.
I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Piece of shit. They cast me out. Needless slaughter.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network,
guy has no morality.
Communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Yeah, I focus.
So you see, this time, I did not
Stick
hesitate.
your finger in his eyeball.
The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more.
I would really like to be able to stop playing those.
All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
What? Hi. You're not supposed to be up there, are you?
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die.
How am I gonna get my weapons?
Be the first of thousands!
Oh boy. There's way too many people excited about this. Wow. There's some healing herbs right there. I need a weapon.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Gotta get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's down. Freeze canister on its hips. Quiet arrow should set it off. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
Uh-oh. That's right.
Silence!
You coming for me next?
Shadows, kill her!
Bring it.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Oh, I'm not alone, I guess. Yeah.
Silence.
Oh, they knew each other? Oh boy. He can take over things too. Everyone's like, oh yeah. Go, fucking work.
Traitor!
Silence, my bro. Got my back. Okay, please let me save and quit this game though.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned.
Smart man.
Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Helis
recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
I've got to help the Nora.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora sacred land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not going to tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
Oh.
You think of everything, don't you?
Shadow Karja armor.
Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
I feel like it's the Who is the other me. The original Elizabeth. Okay, where's the save point? Also, I've got all these skills now. So let's get knockdown machines. Pow! And then I don't know, maybe I'll get balanced aim first, but almost got every skill. So I have new armor. Oh, shadow. Interesting. Highly customizable or just like a little bit? Looks like a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm really surprised I didn't get a whatchamacallit? I really thought I'd get a piece for ancient armory in there, power cell. But nope. Okay, so I just need to go somewhere and save. Let's go here. Next time I'll get these last collectibles. I think they're the last ones. Maybe there's something in here I haven't gotten, I guess. But yeah, okay.
Is for the trail.
Let me get this. Is that freeze drying? No, I don't need that.
Damn dust.
Damn dust. Alright, let's save. Okay, thanks for watching. I gotta go. It's go time. Good night. Goodbye. I love you. Have a good life. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I don't know, join the DSA or something. Stop the bad people who are doing bad things. Okay, bye.